So today's our lecture is how the basic drugs absorbed in the human body. What it means? It means that when some person or some patient swallow a basic drug, what first of all we should know what is a basic drug, or basic drug is also known as alkaline drug. So alkaline drug is another name of the basic drug. So what you know about the basic drug? So the basic drug is the drug whose pH, or the drugs whose pH will be more than the 7, means the drugs in which the pH will be more than the 7, we can call these drugs as the alkaline or basic drugs. So if there is a some drug, we can say that there is a B drug whose pH we noted by a pH meter is 8. So what we can conclude about this nature? So we can conclude that because of the pH greater than the 7, this is the acid, this is the basic drug. How we categorize this basic drug as the strongly basic drug or the weakly basic drug? How we can categorize this? This is very simple. If the pH of the basic drug is more closer to the 14, means the total pH scale consists of the 14 reading. If the pH is more closer towards the 14, means it contains the 12, 13 or 14, we can say that it is very strongly basic. But when the pH is closer to the 7, means closer to the neutral value, means maybe 8, maybe 9, then we can see that it is a weakly basic drug. It is basic, but it is not very basic in nature. It is weakly basic in nature. So that's the whole that's a whole discussion about the basic drug, which is also known as the alkaline drug. The topic of concern is how these basic or alkaline drug will absorbed in the human body. Why we are interested to see the absorption of the basic drug? Because in the daily life many patients can come, and we have to prescribe them basic drug. So we should know the biochemistry of the basic drug, means how these basic drugs absorbed in the body. So what the process involves? First of all, these basic drugs should absorb at their absorption site, and from their absorption site they will travel through the blood in the blood vessels, and they will reach to the target specific sites where they will perform their function. So in this case, in the case of the basic drugs will not absorb in the stomach. The basic drugs will be absorbed in the intestine and in the small intestine, and from the intestine they will travel to the blood, and from the blood they will travel to the specific target tissue where they will perform their specific function. So what do you know about the PKB? What is the PKB? Do you know some thing about the PKB or the KB? So this PKB or KB is very similar to the KA or KB. Do you know what is the KA? Ka is the acid dissociation constant, whereas the pKa is the negative logarithm to the acid dissociation constant. Whereas the pKb, what is the pKb? pKb is the basic is the negative logarithm to the basic dissociation constant, means this is the Kb. And what this Kb suggests? This Kb suggests if its value is higher, then the base will be more basic in nature, means Kb is directly proportional to the basicity nature. Whereas the pKb, what is the pKb? It is the negative log of, means negative log of Kb is called the pKb. So the pKb, negative logarithm of the Kb is the pKb. pKb is not directly related with the basicity, it is inversely related with the basicity. Means if the value of the pKb is greater, then it suggests us that if the value of the pKb is greater, then it suggests that the base is weakly basic in nature, means its pH will be closer to the 7, means it may be 8, it may be 9, etc. But if the Kb value is higher, then the basic nature of the base will be high, means the Kb value is 13, 14, it will be a strongly basic drug. So Kb is directly related to the basicity, or whereas the pKb is inversely proportional to the basicity. What is morphine? Morphine is a basic drug. And which kind of the basic drug? Because we categorize the basic drug in two classes. Which classes I discussed? The class 1 is the weakly basic, and class 2 is the strongly basic. So morphine belongs to the first class, which is the weakly basic drug. So morphine is a weakly basic drug. Morphine is a weakly basic drug whose pKb, means the negative logarithm of the dissociation constant of the bases is 7.8, whose pKb is 7.8, approximately equal to the 7.8, not exactly, approximately equal to the 7. Now how this, if a person or a patient swallows the basic drug, then how this basic drug will absorb in this body, we will discuss this whole mechanism in detail. This is gonna to be very interesting. So what will happen, consider this is the small intestine, this is the small intestine of the human body. I'm going to mess with this. This is the small intestine. So if a person consumes some basic drug or weekly basic drug, morphine, then this basic drug travel through the stomach, means after the stomach the small intestine is present, then the large intestine, and the first part and the small intestine the basic drug is absorbed. The basic drug will not absorb in the stomach, they will always absorb in the intestine, as I discussed or quoted earlier. So if a person consumes a basic drug, this is the for example, this is the basic drug he consumed, and we are saying that this is the weekly basic drug. So what will happen? First of all, in this case, what is the pH? If we are talking about the pH of the solution, then in this case in which we are talking about the small intestine, we will talk about, if we say the pH of the solution, then our mean is to say that it is the pH of the in small intestine, and we all know that the pH of the small intestine is, means this is the small intestine and its means this is the small intestine and its pH is equal to approximately 7.9 to 8.0. We're saying this 8.0, for example, approximately equivalent to that. Or this what is this? This is the weekly basic drug, or weekly basic drug, which we call as this morphine, and we discussed that the pKb of the morphine is, we discussed that the pKb, which is the negative logarithm to the dissociation constant of the basis, is approximately equal to the 7.8. What you can conclude from this whole scenario? What you can conclude? We can conclude easily that the pH of the solution, what is the solution? Small intestine. The pH of the small intestine, which is 8, greater than the pKb of the weekly basic drug, which is 7.8. What will happen? We will discuss this scenario in our first point. What is the first point? The first point says that if the pH is greater than the pKa, if the pH is greater than the pKa, or the pK is greater than the pKa or B, this might be pKa or pKb. If we are talking about acid, then it is the pKa. If we are talking about base, then it is the pKb. In this scenario, we are talking about bases, so it would be the pKb. I wrote it as the generalized form of the pK. So this scenario suggests that the pH of the small intestine 8.0 is greater than the pKb of the weekly basic drug morphine, which is the 7.8. So this if the pH is greater than the pKb of the bases, then you can see that the bases will exist more in their deprotonated form. Bases will exist more in their deprotonated form, and we all know that the deprotonated form of the bases is we all know that the deprotonated form of the basis is uncharged. Why we are saying this? Suppose this is the morphine, and we write morphine as this B. This B is the base, and we all know that the bases are those substances which has tendency to accept electron. So this base will definitely accept this hydrogen electron and will form BH positive. So what in this reaction, what is the acidic, or now what is the protonated, or what is the deprotonated form of the basis? We can see that this is the protonated form of the base. Why we are saying this as the protonated form of the base BH positive? Because in this case the base is bounded with the proton, while in this case B base is not bounded with any proton. So this is the deprotonated form, and we can see that the deprotonated form of the base is uncharged, carries no charge, whereas the protonated form of the base is charge which carries a plus charge. So the protonated form of the base carries plus charge. Now we talked that if the pH is greater than the pKb, then the bases will exist more or abundantly in the deprotonated form, and the deprotonated form is, we say that this deprotonated form is uncharged. This deprotonated form is uncharged. So if we are saying that 100% of the morphine is present there, then 80% of the morphine will be present in the deprotonated form which is uncharged, and 20% of the rest of the morphine will exist into the charged form which is the protonated form. What is the significance that why morphine exists more in the protonated more in the deprotonated form in the small intestine than the protonated form? The significance is that after the absorption in the small intestine, this drug has to pass into the blood vessel to carry to transport to the specific target tissue. So what is the purpose, what is the significance? Suppose this is a blood vessel present here, it contains blood which contain plasma, it contains blood, and we know that the one of the main constituent of the blood is plasma, and we all know that plasma makes 55% of the blood, and we know that the plasma contain 92% of the water. So plasma contain how much water? 92% of the water. So this high concentration of water, we all know that the water is a polar substance. Water is a polar substance. So this high concentration of the water or polar substance make the plasma polar, will make the plasma polar, and because the plasma become polar, the blood will be polar. So we can conclude that the blood is a polar medium. So so the first question is, what is the significance of the weakly basic drug to be present in their deprotonated or the uncharged form abundantly in the small intestine? The purpose is, or the significance is, or the advantage is that this is the uncharged form, so that this uncharged form can easily cross this is the small intestine. So this uncharged form can easily, this will occur abundantly in uncharged form, so that this uncharged form B can easily cross, because it is uncharged in the nature, so it can easily cross this cell membrane and will enter into the blood. What is the significance? Because we know that the cell membrane restrict only the charge and the large polar substances, whereas the cell membrane do not restrict, do not impose any barrier to the uncharged or the small substances. So in this case you can see that B base is the uncharged in nature, so that this uncharged can easily cross the cell membrane and will gain entry into the blood. Now what will happen when this morphine drug will gain entry into the blood? What will happen? Suppose this is the blood vessel, as I draw here, the same which contain here the blood. If we will say at this point the pH of the solution, then in this case we are talking about the pH of the blood, because in this case or in this scenario the solution is the blood. So we all know that the pH of the blood is, so we all know that the pH of the blood is equal to the approximately 7.4. While in this case we discussed this is the green color morphine basic drug which gain entry into the blood. This is the morphine, and the pKb of the morphine we discussed earlier is equivalent to the, means the pKb of the morphine is equivalent to approximately 7.8. So what this whole scenario suggests? This suggests that in this case the pH of the solution is greater than the pKb of the is lesser than the pKb of the base. You can see that the pH of the solution is 7.4, whereas the pKb is 7.8. So in this case the pK is greater than the pH, or pH is lesser than the pKb. So what scenario or what mechanism will apply here? We can see that the second mechanism, thus this suggests that if the pH is lesser than the pKb, and we can see that in this case the pH is equivalent to the 7.4, whereas the pK, which may be pKa and pKb in case of the bases is 7.8. So pKb is greater than the pKa. So what will happen to the bases? What will happen to the weakly basic drug in the morphine? This happens that this base would exist more in its protonated form, and we all know that the protonated form of the base is the charge form. We can write it as this is the morphine drug. This is the morphine drug base which accepts the hydrogen ion and form the BH positive. So we conclude that in case when the pH is less than the pKb or pKb is greater than the pH, then it will exist more in its protonated form. So we can see that the protonated form in which the proton is attached, this is the protonated form in which proton is attached, will be more abundant than the deprotonated form. So it will exist mainly in the form of this protonated form. Means if we say that the 100% of the morphine is present in the blood vessel, then what it suggests? It suggests that 80% of this morphine will exist in its protonated form, and the protonated form of the base is charge form. We can see that it is the charge form. What are the benefits of the morphine to being charged in the blood vessel? As we discussed that the benefit of the morphine to being uncharged in the small intestine. So we will discuss that what is the benefit of the morphine to being charged in the blood vessel. The main benefit is that, as we discussed, that the blood contain the plasma contain the water which is polar. So the blood is a polar medium. So according to the like dissolved like polar substances will like to live in the polar medium. So this polar substance BH positive, this charge or the deprotonated or the protonated form of the base will prefer to exist in this polar aqueous media. So that's why it will be stable in this polar aqueous media. So that's why it will exist in this media. So that's the whole discussion about the how basic drug will absorb in the human body.